going. It's going. Okay. And we are live. Welcome back again.
Here we are.
This is take 2. We got an hour and a half in and realized we hadn't pressed record. So here we are again, starting again.
I'm ready for another hour and a half.
Yeah, let's do it. We go hard. We go hard in the paint. That's a basketball term.
Yes.
Lyndon. Did you know that?
Also an art term.
Is it?
Artists are always like, let's go hard in the paint.
They're like, let's go hard in that paint. And then
acrylic
sounds accurate.
paint.
And they get their flake white and they get their snowflake white. And there's 2 different shades of white. And they get their onyx black and their... and that's
Someone
it.
taught-
Then they go hard in the
Someone
paint.
taught
go
some
hard in the
drawing
paint.
classes. I remember this for an FHE. You did, Troy.
I did a drawing class for FHE. I'm not a very good drawer, but I think I can get people from like 0 to like 80%. Do you know what I mean? I heard this great phrase recently. I can squeeze 80% of the juice out of an orange with 10% effort. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You know, like the PhDs who are like, I know everything about this thing. I'm like, I can get 80% out of it. 10% of the effort.
You're just talking about Pareto distributions.
That's what I'm talking
You're
about.
talking my love
This
language right
economics,
now.
right?
We're talking about Pareto distributions today. Just
Hey, do we have a
kidding.
guest?
We do have a guest. She's been speaking on mic already, which is great.
Oh, really?
Really.
Uh-huh.
Her name's Paula Alvarez. We did this little joke before, so we'll do it again. But Paula, your last name is currently Alvarez, soon to be something else.
Would you like to know what it is?
I actually would like to know.
It's also kind of exotic.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Italian.
Ooh.
Of
Oh.
Italian origin. Mine is Spanish and
Okay.
that one's Italian. It's Feriante.
Ooh.
What?
You have to say Feriante.
Feriante.
Okay.
So you're joining like the Godfather's family.
Pretty much, yeah, no.
You're going to be the
Okay.
godmother.
Mm.
I guess you could call it
I always
that.
reference movies that none of our audience knows or cares about. Has
Hey, I
anyone
get
seen The
it.
Godfather?
Everyone's seen The Godfather.
Not everyone.
We'll flash
You
everyone
gotta
the
go
rock.
with the more legit Italian movies like Cinema Paradiso. Have you guys?
Cinema Paradiso or The Bicycle Thief.
Ooh.
Have you seen that one?
No.
That's like a movie, like a film university class movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you
This
get-
is like
film
hardcore
studies.
indie.
yeah, those deep cuts that nobody will watch otherwise. But I'm glad I watched it. It's a weird movie, but everyone should maybe watch it or not.
Okay.
Lyndon,
Paula, I need to know.
Yes, tell me, Lyndon.
Did you meet your espoused husband on Mutual?
I did not meet him on Mutual.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
We tell a joke that it was through Amazon. I went on an online purchase. No, but it was through.
Wait. I was saying,
Let me get this straight. You purchased a human being through Amazon.
And it worked.
Breaking news. Jeff Bezos. What do you have to say about that?
human trafficking on Amazon. Breaking story.
What would he call that business line? It would be called something, right? The human touch or something.
The Amazon
Coming
Human Touch.
soon. The human touch by a spouse.
Well, I mean,
Italian.
if I don't know if this website wants free advertising, but
Let's
I mean-
not say it then.
We can't risk.
We
it
can't
getting
risk
up.
getting in legal hot water.
I mean, you can say. I just bring it up because you know who told me about Mutual?
Who's that?
Paula.
Really?
That's
Paula's-
the first person I heard about it from.
what?
Is that
Yep.
true?
How is that?
You're just announced somewhere, sometime. You're like, everyone, have you heard of Mormon Tinder?
That's
Everyone,
I
you.
remember this
and you're like,
conversation.
everyone, get on it. And I'm like, you know what?
I
You
will
know
get
what?
on it.
I will.
You did. And now you're about to get off it.
I'm totally off it.
Oh, that's good.
A long time ago.
Because you've been engaged.
I've been engaged for a year almost.
You've been espoused to be married. So let's hope you're off the
Oh, yeah,
all the
definitely.
apps.
It's been more than a year.
Grinder, Winder, Binger,
A Bumble.
Blumber. That's a different one.
Have we talked
Bumble.
about my business idea?
What's your business idea?
The Mormon version of Bumble called Humble.
Oh! No, let's talk about it. Let's flesh it out. What would it be?
So here's the problem.
Okay.
Mutual already has all those features. So
Mm.
they kind of got the corner on the market. And my complete
Not too late.
inability to write code for mobile apps has also hindered me.
But
Small hurdles.
But it hasn't stopped you though.
Hasn't stopped me
From talking about it.
from talking about it.
Right now. Coming soon.
Angel investors,
Jeff Bezos.
get on board.
Get on board.
I've got the name.
And I've got the game. I would just be the annoying sidekick. I came to your class on Sunday.
Yeah.
Your priesthood lesson. Well
That's right.
done. Good job.
Well, I have a confession.
Okay.
I usually don't invite you to the lessons that I know are going to be super hot fire.
Ooh, why not?
Well, A, I don't think you're going to show up.
Oh.
B, when I'm just like, this material is not as strong as I'd like it to be, I'm like, get Troy over here.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Troy will sit in the front and he will stop me from fumbling.
I was prepared to be offended. I didn't know what you were going to say just then. So I was like preparing myself to have hurt feelings. But I feel good now.
Feelings not hurt.
Feelings not hurt. Feelings
Elevated.
Elevated. Thank you.
Strengthened. Fortified.
This is why he's such a good co-host. So Paula, here's what happened. I put on my finest Sunday duds, which includes like sort of a light khaki colored. I guess it's like Lyndon's.
These
color
are more of a
Yep.
camel.
Pants. That was kind of a weird. I'm sorry. Just like
Just look at his legs.
put the camera on your crotch.
Take a look at my pants.
Take a look, world mutual. That'll be your mutual profile pic. Just so anyway, I go and I have pants like that on, and I put like sort of a dark blazer and a white shirt and tie. I go to his Lyndon's ward. Guess what Lyndon's wearing? The exact same.
No.
That's not true.
We look like a couple of weird salesmen about like fraternal twin sales boys selling mufflers town to town.
I was wearing light gray pants.
That's a good movie idea. I like that idea actually.
But do we often show up to events wearing the same sort of outfit?
We kind of do.
There's some sort of connection there.
The V-neck. We always wear a V-neck or whatever.
Sometimes I got to call you to be like, are you wearing the black one or the white one?
And I'm like, which one are you wearing? And then you tell me. And
then we do reverse psychology on each other.
we both end up wearing gray V-necks. Paula, what do you think about V-necks? Does your boyfriend wear V-necks? Let's talk about him for an hour and a half.
Sure. I don't mind that.
I'm just gonna ask you
And
to
he's my
pull.
fiance,
I'm just
so-
gonna ask you to pull that mic just a little closer.
Is that good?
That's better. Yeah. That's
Okay.
great. I'm so sorry. I hate doing it
He's okay.
while we're recording, but it's like, what do we want? A fourth take of this? No,
I'll just get close.
We've
enough.
been here since 2 p.m.
we started this morning. We have things to do. Okay, so you met on, what was the website called again?
Oh, this is real. We're
This is
really
real.
doing some
Let's
free
do
advertising.
it. Yeah.
It's called LDSsingles.com.
Why?
Oh, that's
Why did you whisper it?
it's fine to say.
You can say it.
LDSsingles.com.
Yo, have you ever seen? I did a short-lived, much well-received podcast with our good friend Theo Gibb about Mormon movies, and so it gave me a chance to watch all these old. Let's do a shout
Singles
it
Ward?
out. Go listen to that podcast. It's called Of Good Report. It was almost completely out of my mind. I almost forgot it completely. Of Good Report podcast. Anyway, it gave me a chance to watch all these old movies. The Singles Ward. A sponsor of that film is LDSsingles.com.
No way.
From 2002 or whenever it was done.
Sprinkled throughout the film are full. There's a whole scene that's an ad for LDSsingles.com. And I'm like, wow, this is the most early 2000s thing I can think of.
You know what? The site still looks like it was made in 2000.
I know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I know that I got it in 2013. Lyndon, were you ever on this website?
No.
No? You weren't on the paid because you got to pay.
You got to pay.
You got to
Wow.
pay.
That's why I said it's almost like Amazon.
It's almost like Amazon. Is
I,
that their tagline? LDSsingles.com. Almost like Amazon.
No, see, they would
As in
have
it's on the
they'd have to
internet.
pay me to get on there.
You'd be like a brand ambassador that they would want. You'd be like the Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Did you know what I was talking about, Kimmy K? You had a glazed look.
Kim Kardashian West.
Right, I said it wrong. I should have said Kimmy KW.
Kimberly Kardashian West.
You're like, if you're going to mention her name, mention her full name. You swine.
Give the woman some respect.
Give her that respect. Leave Britney alone. Remember that video? Nope.
Speaking
Okay.
of early
Again.
2000s.
We're just, this is slowly devolving into me bringing up like old
Random movies.
stuff. Yeah.
How much does it cost to get on this website?
A lot. It
You know what,
costs-
guys?
I went on it for a bit.
How long did you pay for it? How much did you pay for it?
Far too much and far too long. Here's what happens. They bring you on and it's like a discount the first month, I believe.
True.
Some discount, right?
No, this is like a discount. Okay, continue.
To trick you onto the platform. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. I'm desperate.
Because
Not that you're desperate.
they know you're not going to find love in a month. They're like, if you're coming to this website, you're in here for the long haul.
Yeah. You're our prime audience. So I get on it and I do some browsing. I talk to some girls from like China. One girl from China.
What?
Yeah, she was from Taiwan. I was like, so what's up? She's like, I'm not on here much. And I'm like, all right, talk to you later. And I just was sad when I was using it. But anyway, so I kind of stopped using it. Next month I think like 3 months rolled by. I look at my credit card bill. I've paid like
They're charging you. Yeah.
$80. It's
What?
like, yeah, it's like some crazy monthly fee that they've just kept like rolling forward.
You're like a
without
third of the
my
way to
permission.
just buying a wife from China.
I know, using human touch. So that was I was like, this is a bunch of bull crap, and I immediately canceled my subscription. But it worked.
It paid off for you.
It actually
It paid off for me.
paid off quite well.
Well, it is. I feel like I'm really promoting this website because
You
it's
should be.
It's $20 a month for only $19.99 a month, or like it's like 50 something for 6 months.
That's
But I
US dollars,
decided-
isn't it?
USD.
What package did you go for?
I went for the month. I was like,
1 month.
I'll try my faith on this one. Literally, it was an act of faith.
Wow.
That's how I call it.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Okay, but like, what happened though?
Well, Montreal Mission. No, so what? Do you want to know the whole story?
I want to know. Yeah.
Well,
Where were you born?
I was born in Colombia, Bogota,
Colombia.
Colombia.
Cool. Okay, fast forward to the part where you met this guy.
Okay, you guys are really interested because there are some good, matches
Yeah.
on there for you.
Okay.
So I was leaving that year. It was last year, 2017.
Yeah.
I was heading out to Europe for 3 months.
Yeah.
So when I initially got on there, I was like, okay, maybe there's someone in Europe that I can meet. So it's really fun because you can actually not fun, but you can set it up. You can set it up
You
for
can
like,
admit that it's fun.
It is fun. It's a game.
you can set it up for like
He's got the
continents.
name, I've got the game.
Different continents, specifically, so you can
Yeah.
only search for people in that area. And
Uh-huh.
so I set it up for Europe, but it was kind of weird.
Why?
There was just this, there were some guys that reached out to me. So you have to pay to actually write a message. But
Get out of here.
So it's
Get
free
out
to
here, right?
free to lurk. Lurkers
free to
lurk
lurk
for
and
free.
smile, send smiley faces.
So it's like you can look but don't touch. kind of thing.
Exactly. Pay up if you want to, communicate.
Right.
So anyway, I started talking to this guy from Ireland, and he was like, "Do you like books?" Because I like books. And I was like, and he added me on Facebook, and all his profile pictures were about books, and it's like, how many books do you read a week and stuff? And I was like, So no, then there was an Italian
Some
guy
book
who asked me to marry him
give me your
by day
stats.
2.
So hold on.
And so
back
fast
to Irish guy. Hold on. So your whole problem with him was that he was well read. Is that right?
My whole problem is that the guy stayed home and
That's all he did.
that's all he did.
He was a professional.
I mean, it's
book
fine
reader.
to read, right? It's important.
Lyndon's an avid reader. I stay away from the things entirely.
There's dangerous knowledge inside of books.
Yeah.
It just becomes, it was just a little strange. But
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's move on from him.
it was up in Ireland. Anyway,
Italian guy.
Sorry,
Italian
Seamus.
guy was interesting as well because literally he asked me a couple of questions and we talked maybe once or twice, and then by the third time he asked me to marry him. And I was just like, that's very
Wow.
strange.
That is.
Yeah.
Is that strange for that app?
Well,
Well, his credit cards,
So this is the
piling up.
point where I'm like, why am I in here?
This app seems like the kind of people. Is that like one of the questions is like, how soon do you ask before engagement? It's like
Exactly.
2 conversations, obviously. I'm like, come on in, welcome, sir.
But you know what?
What did you say to him?
To the Italian guy?
Yeah, after he asked you to
Oh,
marry him.
I definitely deleted him, and
You didn't even respond?
I was like, I barely know you. Goodbye. Yeah, it was very strange. I don't know. What would you do?
I would be like, what's on the table? What are you offering?
How many pizza chain restaurants are you giving me?
How many cows do you have, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know. I'd probably, if a girl asks, Lyndon, what would you do? A girl on a dating app asks you to marry
I
her.
thought you were saying if an Italian man. I'd find it very off-putting if an Italian man asked to wed me.
Very, very real.
Very off-putting.
Well,
But a girl though, was this guy good looking? No.
I don't want to.
Bad, ugly. Okay, ugly Italian woman.
He was par for the course.
Okay. An average Italian woman asks you to marry her after how many conversations?
I think it was like, I didn't count, but maybe around 3 or 4.
Okay, and we'll get
Back
to your
and-
mission
back
at
and
some
forth.
point.
Yeah,
But
please.
um,
Anyway,
so
I'll tell you about my whole love life, and then we'll
right.
proceed.
So and then she asks you to marry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I know she's just after my kidneys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's-
you put
it's
on
insane.
your profile, you're like, I have great kidneys,
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like my
mhm.
organs are fresh and healthy.
plump, fresh, pink, healthy. Yours for the taking. That's your
This is
primary.
where we're taking a really weird turn,
that's
guys.
your- hey, welcome to Mission Stories. Okay,
And it's like 100% she's a black market organ dealer
for sure.
coming after the goods.
Coming after those goods.
So no thanks. That's
Okay.
a hard pass.
So you would say no.
No.
That's all I wanted, Lyndon. Think you took us down a dark path, and
The
we wanna
people
go
want
back
to
the
hear
light.
the people want to hear the rationale.
True. They want the pre-truth, not the post-truth.
That's right.
Yeah. What is pre-truth a thing?
It is now.
For the listener, your whole lesson on Sunday was about, not your whole lesson,
all 5 minutes of it.
was about
All 5 minutes of a 30-minute
Pre-truth?
lesson.
post-truth. Yeah.
The post-truth world we live in.
Give us a little rundown, just
Well-
a real quick.
Well, it just made everyone uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
everyone's just like, I guess nothing's true.
They're like, why are we here?
It's like the Truman Show.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like,
Kinda
this is
like
all a
that.
lie.
Yeah.
Well, it was all about like gathering the truth in Christ. And I was like, we should do that because we live in a post-truth world.
Yeah.
And we talked about the realities of a post-truth world, and suddenly they're like, well, maybe nothing's true and everything's permitted.
People are having like crises of faith in the room.
They're
Lyndon's
like, is my testimony fake news?
Lyndon's like, let's move on. Rope. We're rope. Everything's
People
fine.
are ropes. We need to be intertwined together.
Yeah, it was really good. Another fabulous lesson, Lyndon. Great job.
Thank you very much.
So anyway,
Back to the story.
When do you actually
yeah.
meet your future lover?
when do you start
Mr.
talking?
Furiante.
Furiante?
Ferrariante?
Ferrari, heir of the Ferrari empire?
Almost.
He's like, no, heir of the Furiante cracker empire.
Well, do you want to know how it came to be? It's actually, well, this is going to sound like very...
Okay, we'll stop talking and just let you tell the story.
Feriante comes from ferrante, which means iron maker. Or, yeah. So it's
Not Iron Maiden.
not Iron Maiden.
No, Iron Maker.
And this is, yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He might have made some Iron Maidens, his ancestors.
As an Iron Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Home of the Iron Maiden. That would be
The Italian
An
Iron Maiden.
infamous
Yeah.
torture device of medieval times.
Right, yeah.
They
Also,
helped for Da
also-
Vinci.
Oh, what is it
remember,
also?
remember when we said we were going to let her tell her story?
Uh-huh.
And then I met him, and it was great. It's been great.
We got it. Also, one of the greatest heavy metal bands.
One of the greatest.
Continue, please.
I'm sure he's going to be pleased. He knows about this, and he's like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm so excited that you're going to be in your
Why isn't he
podcast."
here?
Because he's far away. He's in Tennessee.
So is he?
Well, right now he's actually in Connecticut.
where was he born?
He was born in California. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I'm just like giving his
What's
whole
his,
life story
uh,
here.
What's his social security number?
Yeah. I was about to ask that.
No, he's great. Okay, so back
Okay.
to the LDSsingles.com.
Yeah.
He messaged me. Well, he sent me a smile first.
A very frugal man.
Yes.
Economic
But
with
no,
his
no, no. Like
emojis.
he had posted on his profile that he's studying at the time. He was in his last exams, and so he would get on once he was finished with that.
Yeah.
And right after he sent me the smile, I got it, and I was like, he's cute. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, so I'm sure if he was here, he would be like, going back and forth and telling me what I'm saying wrong. And
He'd be harshly
he's like,
correcting
no, wait,
you.
1 second, yeah. But no, long story short,
That's not right.
never like that.
It was a frowny face. I'm sorry.
No, but
Just kidding.
no, he just wrote to me. I said hi, how are you initially, and then
Can you read us the whole conversation?
hi, how are you? And then he replied, no, no, he's just I honestly like, I was kind of not into LDS singles very much at that moment because I was like, this is very strange. I don't know if this guy is being serious or not,
The app or people?
The people in general.
LDS single
Yeah.
people. Okay.
Yeah. On the website. Like they were
Okay.
just not very like
Bunch
they're-
of freaks. Bunch
Little
of
bit.
bookworm reading freaks.
From Ireland.
Stay at home.
Stay at home, quick asking to get married.
Well, you guys, honestly, I'm done with the story. We fell in love and it's been great.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, that's
Well, I figured that I'm here to tell my mission story. So
Sure, yeah, fair enough. So you guys are happy and it
we're
all
very
worked
happy.
out.
Yeah.
Wait, so you didn't meet on your mission? That's the whole reason I thought we were telling this story.
No.
Ah.
That had nothing to do with that.
Shoot.
Did you guys
Shoot.
ever open any profile accounts for any of your investigators or any like LDS singles or LDS mingle accounts?
For
Maybe
like
if I was trying to get sent home.
Yeah. What are you talking
There were
about?
these elders on my mission that were helping out one of their new converts, opening up like by setting up his profile like on
On it.
LDS singles.
.com.
Yeah.
Well, that's like lesson 5 in Preach My Gospel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I guess it's
Eternal
it's
marriage
fine.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, good follow up.
It's not the worst thing they could do.
Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, in South America, don't they save up to pay for their weddings? So
Who? The missionaries?
the missionaries,
Oh, I didn't know that.
missionaries pay for weddings all the time.
I did not.
Oh,
know
well, I
that.
don't know if it's the missionaries
does a wedding
themselves or like
cost?
they like. I don't know.
Like
I don't know if they do it fun.
$10,000. They're like, here's a full wedding. Did you listen to our last episode with Taylor Evans, right?
Yeah,
And we talked to her about South America. You're from South America.
I am.
You're
yeah.
from where?
Colombia.
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 What Medellin?
Medellin.
Medellin.
Well-
No.
No.
Un momentico. No, Pablo Escobar is not my friend, or we're not related at all.
Hey, we said nothing about Pablo Escobar.
We would never say anything bad about Pablo Escobar either.
No, nor would we. No. We would never say anything about Jefe.
Jefe?
So you didn't grow up in like a
No, I'm from
neighborhood that
Bogota.
he
I'm from the
built.
capital.
What's that?
Though
city
the
called?
enemies
That's-
of Pablo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Those.
People trying to shut him down.
This
That's where
episode
the
brought to you by
Senate and the
Narcos.
Congress are. So yeah, those were his enemies.
Now on Netflix. What's that city called? I don't know. What's it
Bogota.
called?
Bogota.
Bogota. Cool.
Yeah, I lived there for some time, and then we came up here, and then we went back again, and it's a long story, which I don't want to get into, just like LDSsingles.com.
Where did you serve your mission?
Yeah, let's get to that.
Good. How do you call it? Anyway.
You picked up the ball there. I dropped the ball there. I dropped the rhythm ball there.
So, I served my mission in Montreal. Montreal. I learned
Montreal?
Montreal?
Montreal.
And where is that again?
That's in Quebec, in
Where is
Canada.
that? Oh,
Is it?
Canada.
The
Okay.
other,
For a second,
the other
I thought
country.
it was in Ontario.
For a
That
second, I
doesn't-
thought they wanted to separate from Canada.
At some point.
The
they-
SOBs.
For a second, I thought they don't deserve to be called Canadians.
They don't, frankly. Although they did make poutine, which I am addicted to, so I give them an infinite pass because,
Infinite.
ooh, baby.
The
love that poutine.
Quebecois nation.
Quebecois.
Quebecois.
Quebecois. Yeah.
Oh, so you spoke French, or what did you speak?
I was called to serve in Spanish,
Spanish.
but I was never in a Spanish area. I served in French most of the time.
Were you speaking?
And well, actually, no, it was part French. Like half my mission was French, and the other half was in English areas.
Were
So
you-
it was
Were
English
you
words.
in the city?
I was in Laval, which was. So I didn't know this. Montreal is an island,
What?
and so
What?
is there are two islands on the
What is-
Saint Laurent
Okay.
River.
I was about to say, is it like Venice surrounded by canals and stuff?
Is it Venice?
Did
Is
you serve in
Montreal
Venice?
Venice.
It's Montreal, Venice.
We're
Oh, guys.
dumb.
Venetia.
It does have buildings as old as Venice, but
Oh, that's cool.
it's really nice.
That is cool.
So
So, what languages did you speak?
I spoke French
Uh-huh.
for my first area. I was there for half my mission.
Did you know French going in?
Yes, I took French in high school, middle school, and then in
Mhm.
university. But not like when I got there, I was like, I don't know this language.
So you
Plus,
had, like-
the accent
Okay.
is
You had like an
completely
academic
different.
understanding of it,
Exactly.
and I'm sure they teach you.
I knew
that
how to form a sentence.
Parisian French is what they taught you.
Yeah,
Not that filthy pigeon French they speak out in Quebec.
it became music to my ears before I left.
I know
was
we-
like,
Really?
yeah, it was beautiful to me. And then I
You
went to
loved it.
live in Europe for a while, and I was like, oh, I get it.
I sound like a rube. I sound like a country bumpkin compared to these Parisian saints.
And some people did call in Brussels, or they were like, Quebecois, and I was like,
See.
yeah, I guess.
Oui, oui.
My way,
We have at least one Quebec listener, so I'm sure she is like just rolling in her. She's not dead. I was gonna say rolling in her grave, but she's alive.
died listening to
yeah,
this
she died
and is now rolling around.
Probably she's upset probably with the discussion of
So
No, they
the
know.
Quebecois. Yeah, they get it. They get it.
they understand.
Uh-huh.
People from Ontario say that Alberta is just the Quebec of the West. And
What do you
initially,
mean?
initially
In what
I was
way?
extremely offended, and then I was like, yeah, I get it.
No, that's true.
In what
yeah.
sense, though? We want to separate?
Well, that is, we're like too cool. We have to have our own identity.
Right.
We're like, hubba dubba duh, Alberta first.
Alberta beef.
Alberta beef.
You know,
Is it
maybe
Alberta
that's
first?
true.
And it's just like, it's like, just like we share a hatred of Ontario.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
they're like the smug people that when they
Yeah.
think of Canada, they think of Ontario.
Right.
And then everything else is just other Canada.
You know who's the quiet professional of Canada? Winnipeg. They're just doing their thing. They're just, you never hear from them. Like, name the last thing you ever heard about Manitoba.
Louis Riel.
Okay, yeah.
That was the last thing I
the
heard.
founding father of this country. Is that true?
He was a big deal in Manitoba.
Was he? Okay. I don't know. Anyway, back to Montreal, though. So when did you serve your mission?
I served 2013 to 2015.
Okay.
So October 2013 to April 2015. It was great. I had only 3 areas.
Only 3.
It was a time where missions were trying to be more, and this is probably after your time, right?
Oh, yes.
Missions were trying to be a little bit more. They were trying to get more references or referrals from members. Member referrals, member work.
Well, I mean,
with
that
members, not really door knocking. It was more working
well, that was
with
an
the
emphasis
members.
in my mission.
Not mine. They were that was lazy missionaries. We called them who
really?
relied on member referrals. No,
How could you?
You got to be out there knocking those doors. No, I mean, I guess that's been like when I guess like in the early days of the church. That's when they were like relying on door to door or whatever, town square, hooting and hollering. But so what you're saying though is that when in your time there, they sort of redoubled their efforts to get people to do member referrals.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, we were more member referrals. Yeah, we ran a lot by that. It was more. I'm trying to think. I barely did any door knocking.
How much
during
did
my
you
mission.
do?
Like door knocking on my mission?
Yeah.
Total or in a week?
In a week, I sometimes didn't
0?
even knock on a week during a week. Yeah.
At what point in your mission did you
Like
knock?
most of the time, I didn't knock.
Like, because it happens so infrequently, do you have like a memory of like the one time we went tracting or whatever?
Oh, I'm trying to. Well, actually, it's funny because we actually did have a lot of miracles when we did track.
Wow.
So,
miracles, I guess. An angel appeared. I don't know.
but we also had a lot of slams in the face. But honestly, I don't have a lot of memories. The only memory I have of door knocking was because I wanted to do it. I was a greenie. It was my first week on the mission, and I told my trainer, "Hey, I want to go door knocking," and she's like, "Okay." So we headed out, and long story short, we were knocking literally the last door. Was the one who became our greatest investigator. His name is Paula Alvarez. And what happened was that we had been knocking the first door, and the guy was like, "I'm an atheist, go away."
Yeah.
So I'm like freaking out because this is our first door. It's in French, and I'm like, I have no idea. So I tell her, "Let's pray next to the house, right?"
Oh.
It's
That greenie fire.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I just
feel
felt
it
that
too.
greenie fire.
Yeah.
I was so scared. So
like it's a geographical thing.
Yeah.
Like the closer you pray, the more it has an effect on the thing.
I don't know. I was
Sounds
just
right to me.
Sounds about
Exactly.
right.
There you
Checks
go.
out.
teaching some doctrine here,
That's right. We should explore that in a doctrinal delight.
Yeah.
Proximal
So we
prayer.
prayed next to that atheist home,
Yeah.
and the next
Like
door
godless home.
godless
full
home.
of arrogant Quebecois atheists. God bless them.
God bless them. Anyway, as you're saying.
The next home,
Yeah.
there was a mom and a son waiting outside, and they were Muslim. And I was like, "This is it. Like, we got to talk to them." So we come to talk to them, and the lady has us, we're like, "Hey, we're representatives of Jesus Christ." And she's like, "Did you know Mary wore long skirts like me?" And she was just like fully covered. And
Yeah.
she had us there for 20 minutes. And my poor companion was like, "This lady just wasted our time,"
And by the end, you were like converting to Islam.
Basically,
like,
we
"All
were
right,
we were
I'm
total
in.
sinners
I'm
by that point. Yeah. And long story short, I was like super nervous that day that we ended up not tracking them, like not knocking on the next doors, and we just talked to each other the whole time.
Yeah.
But then she's like, "We should probably knock on the door," and it was the last door of the street.
Yeah.
We knocked it, and it was Paul Andre, and that man we had so many miracles with him. Like during the time, I remember I had a companion who could like have supernatural,
Whoa, what?
Little mystical experiences.
Supernatural?
Yeah.
I think Troy's going to want to hear about this.
I think I do.
I think you do. Okay.
What did they
I think
do?
it's very nice. It's nice to share like that experience that she had in that house. There were actually two main experiences that I remember. I was like, wow, this guy has the spirit. He was from Haiti.
Oh, the spirit. Voodoo magic.
What spirit are we talking about here?
So he was from Haiti. He was a single dad. He is a single dad. He had 3 kids, and he was searching for a church. So when we knocked on his door, my companion told him about the Book of Mormon. That was the first time, right? And he's like, he totally accepted it and he was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
He had just come out from a surgery, so he was at home during the day.
Yeah.
So anyway, that led us to come visit him as much as we could. We obviously had to bring another girl with us all the time.
Was that a pain in the butt?
Sometimes.
Hey, what were the rules? You'd have to bring a girl or 2 other guys?
No,
I remember it being the rule of 3.
The rule of 3. So 3 girls and the 1 guy. Yeah. It would never, we were never able to be alone with 1 man or any men.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't matter how many men.
You always need a chaperone.
You needed a second or a third lady. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it worked for trios.
That rule doesn't make any sense at all. It's like for us.
I didn't want to get into it.
If we were if it's we go up to like a sorority house and it's like, no, it's okay. There's like 1 million chicks in here. Let's go in. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Wait, as a missionary, or
I'm just saying that by Lyndon's logic of if anyway, no, let's explore this. So two male missionaries. We're gonna flip it.
Okay.
Just to illustrate how insane it is. 2 male missionaries would need an extra man traditionally to talk to a woman. But what you're saying is, or there could be 2 more ladies there.
That was our rule of 3.
That was your rule.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
No.
So it's like,
it's a bad rule.
it's like as long as there's no pairing off. Because if you were teaching 2 ladies.
As long as there's an odd man out.
Yeah.
Or a woman out.
It was the rule of 3. You had to keep things odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it odd. Did you guys keep it odd?
what?
Anyway, so you...
Just trying to follow along. I was like, okay.
Anyway, so you're teaching, what's his name again?
Paul
André.
Paul André.
Paul André.
And he's a single dad, and he's loving it, the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
He's gobbling it up.
He literally is.
He's
like
literally
he's
gobbling
You had to
eating
give
the
him
book.
extra copies. He was
He
eating
kept
it for fiber.
eating his homework.
And he was reading, and he was enjoying it, and he was loving it. And my trainer got transferred out.
Yeah.
And I got a second trainer who was almost out of the mission. She was almost leaving. And she's from France. So my French improved quite a bit when I was with her.
Oh, yes.
And I remember one time, it was a Sunday night, we went to visit Paul André with a member, and we were talking about the atonement.
Mm-hmm.
And my companion at the time, she was feeling kind of trunky, but not trunky. She was just feeling sad about leaving the mission.
Yeah.
And just kind of scared about home.
Like
And
reverse
she had
trunky.
been she had been feeling a little heavy, a little heavy over her. She was feeling heavy on her shoulders at that time.
Yeah.
And it was a lesson on the atonement, on the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I was trying to follow along. So the member was speaking, testifying about the atonement. And then it was my companion's turn to testify.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly as she was testifying about it, she kind of stays still.
Your companion.
Yeah, my companion.
Mm-hmm.
And then she continued. And I was just like, I remember the spirit entering the room very strongly. And anyway, so I was just like, well, great lesson, blah, blah, blah. We left. And in the car, she's like, sister, did you know what just happened? In her little cute French accent. I don't know I didn't do it right.
That was good. I was like, who's there?
She's like, sister, did you see?
Mademoiselle?
Mademoiselle. Sister,
there
did
was
you
again.
see what I saw? And I was like, what? She's like, as I was testifying, did you notice that I stopped? And I was like, yes. And then she's like, because I literally saw the room fill with light completely.
Wow.
As I was testifying about Jesus Christ, like the room was filled with light.
Ooh.
And then when I finished, I felt like that light just stopped and left.
Mm-hmm.
And it took my feeling, the feelings that she was having about, the sadness and stuff, just physically, literally went away.
Interesting. Whoa.
Wow.
You didn't see.
I had a lot of cool experiences with my companion.
You did not see that light though.
I didn't see it. I felt the spirit.
It wasn't meant for her.
I don't see,
It was meant
but
for
I
She
you.
saw
feel.
visual light.
Come and take away her bad feelings.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. It's a pure description of what the atonement is.
The was it section 93 where it talks about like the nature of light or whatever, or like the all spirit is matter, just more fine or whatever.
83?
83, something like that.
Send us your emails. Tell us what section it is.
What section is that?
Scriptorians.
Anyway, that's an interesting idea. I've always been interested in like the physical nature of light versus like the spiritual nature of it, and the sort of that intersection of religion and some science, and the photons and all that. So the fact that she could see that, man, I'd love to explore that.
That'd be interesting.
Anyway, but she had more of these. She was like doing this willy-nilly. She's like,
well,
having visions.
Yeah, she had really. I had an interesting time with her.
Did you guys get along?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
She taught me a lot, and including language. That was pretty much a good one. But I remember there was another occasion. It happened as well at I think they were from Haiti, I think, as well. We had a lot of Haitians in Laval.
Right.
Laval is the island. So Montreal's an island.
Okay.
Laval is an island north of it.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I was serving that was my first area.
Yeah.
I have a few more background questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you had the 3 areas, so because my understanding, Montreal has a large English speaking section of the city.
Right.
Did you never had an area there?
I did.
Oh, you did.
So
that was one of the 3.
That was one of the 3. That was 2 of the 3.
What was the time split between the 3 areas?
So first area was 10 months. I was pretty much moving my records there.
Wow.
That was Laval.
Laval. Then I was in LaSalle, which is in southwest Montreal. Okay. And that was a great area. I was there for 6 months. Mm-hmm. And then my last... Wait, hold on. I'm counting this wrong. But yeah, okay. My last 3 months.
You're up to 16 months.
Yeah, I know. And I'm adding one more. I was on the field for 18 months. It was weird because I was there so I guess what's 4 transfers? 6 months, isn't it?
6 months, 3, yeah.
2 transfers
is 3.5 months. For 3 transfers is 6 months.
No, so
6 weeks.
6 weeks. 6 weeks is one
2
transfer.
transfers is 12 weeks. Is a transfer 7 weeks?
6 weeks.
Everything's crumbling around me.
So a transfer is 6 weeks, right?
Light?
A transfer is 6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So that's a month and a half, right?
Yeah.
Come on, mathematicians, we can do this.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
2
just
transfers would be
pretending
3
like
months.
I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
So I was there.
4 transfers is 6.
For sure. So I was in LaSalle for 6 months, but I was in Laval for 7 transfers. So I don't want to do the math right now, but so it's like 9 months and a half.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll
long
believe
story
you.
short,
I think we figured this out.
my last area was just 2 transfers, which is Kirtland, and I saw my mission as
Kirtland.
Kirkland.
Oh,
Kirkland. Sorry, I said Kirtland.
Costco?
Like the jeans.
like Costco, yeah.
Like the Costco brand.
So easy, medium, like inferno hard.
So then if you only had 3 areas,
Satan's domain.
It was a tough area.
how many companions did you have?
I had 7. I repeated my mom and my baby. So I had them twice.
Separate times?
Yeah.
So you would have one and then they'd leave and then you'd have them back again.
Yeah.
How many sisters were in your mission?
I would say there was about 200 missionaries, and I think there were like about 60 sisters. 60 sisters.
60 sisters.
60 sisters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
60 sisters?
Yeah, approximately.
That's so great. Whenever I hear these numbers of like the number of sisters.
It's only like 30%.
It was a sisterhood.
It was. Were you like the sister leader trainer, AP, big dog on campus?
Yeah, were you ever
Big
Lord of the
dog.
Sisters?
I was Lord of the Sisters. Yeah, I was. At some point I was, yeah.
Okay.
Head honcho, top dog?
Top dog. I was a trainer. I was a sister training leader.
Which is the top dog, head honcho?
Head
the
honcho,
MOC.
yeah.
Chief Executive Officer of all things sister.
How long were you there in that position for?
I don't count.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I was there for all my both English areas. So I was there for 6 transfers as a sister training leader.
Dang. That's a long time. Let's do the math on that. 6 transfers, 1 transfer.
That means
6
nothing, by the
wins.
way. We were serving the Lord and the sisters, so
It's like half your mission.
Doesn't mean
it was
nothing.
half of my mission. Yeah,
Doesn't mean nothing.
it means nothing. No, it was a great time. It was stressful too, but it was great.
Back to back sister APs.
Back to back sister AP.
We only get
You know, it was
the head
really.
honchos on this podcast.
Yeah.
I killed
get a
so
scrub
many
on the
sisters as a
podcast.
sister training leader.
Whoa,
like I was
what?
killing my companions one by one. Like my mission president called me the serial killer.
Someone's got to send him to
Yeah.
the afterlife.
The serial killer.
He would send me like the sisters that had been struggling with their previous companion.
Talk to that mic a little more.
A little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just whenever you do it.
I just
So
So no,
clearly
you want,
not a singer.
you want to look at us. I get it.
yeah.
But you got to just
I get it. I
focus
get
in.
involved. You know, I'm like
Yeah,
engaged in
you're-
the conversation.
Oh, you're engaged. You're engaged. She's engaged.
Soon to be wedded.
Soon to be wed.
Hey guys,
Hey.
one day.
You know what?
Maybe I should get another account on
You know what my fondest-
LDSSingers.com.
You know what that just reminded me of? One of my
What?
fond memories of you and I.
What's that?
We showed up at some random wedding. I can't even remember whose wedding it is.
Oh, okay.
And we were just there, like crashing the reception, just dancing.
Uh-huh.
And we're just like taking a break in the hallway.
Mm.
And like
Yeah.
the groom, I don't know who it is.
I honestly
The
don't
groom
know
just
either.
rolls up. He's like, pats us on. He's like, thanks for coming, guys. He's like, one day for you guys too. And we're like,
This is like the pity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And how is your wedding day going, sir? He's like, good. Get out of here, you animals.
that
Yeah,
just,
I
that
remember
just
that.
reminded me of that.
I remember that.
One day for you guys too.
One day for you guys, too.
Like he felt like he needed to give us a pep talk at his wedding.
Do you think he walked away like, oh, why did I just say that? Or was he like, who's next? Who else am I giving advice to? I don't know.
Anyways,
But I have fond memories of that.
we had a long run of just like going to weddings all the time.
That was the year. I think it was the year you were on your or coming home from your 2015. I think it was.
That was a big year of weddings.
I don't know whose wedding was that. We'll think of it. We'll come back to it.
I don't think we ever will. We went to like 30 weddings that summer, at least that year.
Yeah, there was a lot of weddings and a lot of
Half of
dancing.
them we were crashing. We weren't
You were invited. I was like your plus one.
That's right.
And everyone always forgets to send me the invitation. I don't know why. But anyway, so you're
Killing off all your companions.
you're killing them.
Murder 'em.
You're hacking them up. You're deciding where to put the remains.
Sending the parcels to different parts of their
Yeah.
hometown.
Yeah.
Sending like a little memento to their family to torture the family. Anyway, so
If I was their mission president, I would have called you Zodiac.
yeah.
That would have been a nicer name.
Sister Zodiac.
Sister Zodiac. Ted Cruz.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So you were killing a bunch of your. So how many of your companions did you send home then?
I sent 4 home.
It's more than half.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot of girls.
Were they all trunky? Were they all like, oh my gosh? I
No,
wanna go
you know,
home?
they were just like gung ho, like just like because the good thing about at the end, I had my I killed my trainer, so
Oh.
like I killed my mom. Her and I are
Matricide.
I
How
matricide.
Oedipal. Did you want to marry the mission president or something?
Oh, that's okay. That's just no.
Oedipus,
Doesn't-
you know. Anyway,
It's just a little Freudian psychology.
I'm gonna have to bleep so much of this episode.
Please do,
I don't
yeah.
know why. People are gonna listen to it. It's gonna be like, "Welcome to beep." An hour and a half later, and thank you.
No, it just happened to be that way. They figured the mission president just decided to do it that way at that time. It was a little hard because the LaSalle specifically, we had a Croatian community. And so I started learning Croatian on my mission.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did you learn?
just enough to say hello or goodbye.
To
and
order a good
Heavenly
borscht.
Father and like a prayer.
Give us your best Croatian phrase.
Oof, I don't remember.
Say-
Moja no, Moja. I was just in Montreal actually like 2 weeks ago, and I was visiting a Croatian family.
Say, where are the others in Croatian? Where are your friends?
No, I can say, yes, I'm Sestra Alvarez.
What's that mean?
I think she just said Sister Alvarez in a Croatian accent.
I'm Sister Alvarez.
I'm Sister Alvarez. That's what I said. No, I don't remember.
Well done.
Yeah, Ljubli is like family. I don't remember, guys.
That's okay.
Clearly just taught a couple words in Croatian.
You didn't know much Croatian. That's okay, though. More French, I imagine.
A lot of French.
A lot of French, okay.
Ask me how to say something.
How do you say, I was going to make a World War II joke there.
Oh my gosh.
Thought better of it.
How do you say spaghetti in French?
They pat? No, I don't know.
How do you say, where's the Eiffel Tower?
Donde está?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? No. Où est le Tour Eiffel?
You were speaking Spanish.
Où
there.
est la Tour Eiffel? Yeah.
Was that Spanish?
Yeah, because she said ¿Dónde está? So I was like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
For shame. So you, I noticed that like when I thought you gave maybe a little bit of a political answer, and it's okay if you did when we were talking about your like the companions that you sent home. I have a theory. I think you were the like, you're gonna work no matter who you're with. Here's a good question. Were your companions during that time also sister trainer leader?
Yes, they were.
Okay. All right. So they're not
They were on the
like
same boat.
schlubs. They're not schlubs.
Yeah,
then.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
They were amazing. I actually
Okay.
learned a lot from those like 1 transfers.
Yeah. So it was 4-1 transfer.
It was 3 1 transfers, and then I had my daughter, like my baby.
You had a child.
You birthed one missionary.
My birth missionary came to be sister training leader with me.
Oh.
I had trained her previously.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had trained her before,
I was gonna say,
and then she came to be my companion
started
again.
as a trainer leader. I imagine that must have bred contempt
Oof.
among the ranks. But that's not the case. How was that to like train with your daughter, little mother-daughter team?
To work with her.
Skulls. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, guys. Honestly, she was one of the companions that taught me the most, and because it was the beginning, as a trainer, it was really tough. She didn't speak the language, and I wasn't the best teacher either. So, I had another cool experience with her actually.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I remember when I was having such a hard time teaching her the language that I did not know how to approach it. I never taught, like, I taught languages, but I didn't, I never saw it as hard as this time around. So I remember when she would go in the shower, I would literally kneel down and pray and be like, what do I do? Heavenly Father, help, And
I love those prayers when your companion's in the shower and you can be a little louder. You can cry a little louder.
it's exactly what I would do.
What do I do? Yeah.
I had a bit of revelation to talk about, explore her talents. So I remember one time during companionship that same day actually during companionship study, I was like, what are your talents, sister? What do you like?
I love that question.
And she told
Podcasting.
me. Well, dang it. No microphones on the mission. Anyway, so she like told me a list, and then one of them was singing.
Oh.
And I play the guitar, and I had a guitar from a member. She like loaned us her guitar, and so during language study, we decided to go over the first vision, but like song, like make a song for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys, I don't know how it happened, but within an hour, we made a song about the first vision in French.
Can you?
What was the chord
play-
progression? Get a guitar.
Can you play that song right now? We got a guitar right here.
You do have a guitar.
Would
right
you
there.
be willing to like play it?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Oh,
I mean, I
dope.
remember, but yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And this is good because I actually, you know how you have to learn like the first vision during your mission?
Yeah.
So this is
Is it in tune?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
This is not planned. I was not planning on singing this song. Okay, so should I just start?
Hold on, let me,
Would you be able to hear this?
Let's do this.
You need to borrow this one.
No, we'll just do it like this.
Okay. Okay, I just want to. Sorry, that was actually a practice. I might
Great
have
job.
to delete all of this.
No, we're good. We're keeping it in.
Okay. Hold on, guys. What's the French? I'm just kidding.
Do you want to do it in English? You can do it in English.
No, I don't know it in English.
There stood
Sorry,
above
guys,
me.
that was a bad chord
There's-
progression.
It's okay. Okay, Lyndon, we're just gonna talk while she figures out the
Honestly,
chord progression real
delete
quick.
this.
No,
Like-
it's happening. We're keeping it in. We could just make it up. We could make it up now. But she's doing it. She's doing it.
Okay, ready? One more time. Ready,
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Je vis exactement au-dessus de ma tête. Une colonne de lumière plus brillante que le soleil descend peu à peu jusqu'à tomber sur moi. Sur moi. Quand la lumière se pose sur moi, je vis de personnages dont l'éclat et la gloire défient toute description et qui se tenaient au-dessous de moi dans les airs, dans les airs. Un d'eux me parla, m'appelant par mon nom et dit en me montrant l'autre, celui-ci est mon fils bien-aimé. Écoute-le. 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 Écoute-le.
A mission stories first.
I'll take that.
Thanks.
Excellent.
A little rusty there. I was playing like another song at the beginning.
Oh my goodness, this is incredible.
Jamie, clip that.
I'm so happy about that. I mean it's kind of as good a place as any to call it. That was beautiful. Great job.
Thanks.
Very well done. We will profit off of your talent for years to come. We'll sell that song.
I always wanted to record that song with my companion, but I guess we'll have to do it later some other time.
Well, now you
Well, it's done now.
It's done.
It's yours. It's yours.
Yeah, sign this, please. Here's $1 we'll pay for it. Do you have any other things you wanted to share? I know we're getting close to the time where you need to go.
Final thoughts.
Any final thoughts or anything like that?
I think that I love the fact that you guys are making this podcast because it really, hard. Oh, shucks. I know there's a lot of like beauty and laughter and stuff and just funny craziness with you guys, and it gets a little dark sometimes. But in essence, I love the fact that you guys are able to share this with people that don't really know what missionary work is all about. And it truly is the work of the Lord here on earth. So it's not really it's a lot about the people, but in essence, it's really the change that you have during the mission that makes a difference. And honestly, I think a lot of the decisions I've made after the mission have not, would not have been happening if it were not for those experiences that I had. So mission rocks.
Mission rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon, did your mission rocks? I just ruined it. We had such a nice like ending there. Anyway, I don't know what's up. I turn it to you, Lyndon, for final thoughts.
There's a wonderful concluding statement. Missions do change people. They change them and they make them true and faithful.